ourselves at the foot of the Rockies, Denver, Colorado, for this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Today EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us at the foot of the Rockies, just west of downtown Denver at Empower Field at Mile High. Today we find ourselves at the foot of the Rockies, Denver, Colorado, for this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Today we've got a matchup here in pivotal Week 7 between the New York Jets and the Denver Broncos. And off we go from Denver. And no run back on the opening kickoff. It'll come out to the 25.
First down, fellas.
They run here with a second-year man from UNC, Javonte Williams. Call it no gain on the game's first play, and it's second down now. Defensively, though, they had a chance there to hit him for a loss. Couldn't get it done.
Looked like someone was able to knife into the backfield, but he wasn't able to get him down. But his compatriots, they were able to grab him at the line of scrimmage and not let him get any further downfield.
From the shotgun, Wilson. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up third down.
So many things have to go right for any passing play to work out. Quarterback has to understand the defense, deliver an accurate ball. Receiver has to concentrate and bring it in. Somewhere along the assembly line, something's off with that one.
This one complete to Jerry Jeudy. And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Quinnen Williams, so hard to block, and he shows it that time, making the tackle for loss. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Here's Wilson. Got an open man here, and it's K.J. Hamler. A gain of 8 there on the play. And now it's 3rd and 4.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Wilson. He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. Carl Lawson drops him for a loss of 12, and it also brings up 4th down. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And here comes Berrios. And a 7-yard return following a punt of 45 yards. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10.
Way to make a play. Thank you.
They run with a 2nd-round pick from Iowa State. This is Breece Hall. And he is going to lose yardage here. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
On 2nd and 11 now. Cousins looking deep downfield. And this is dropped. Oh, boy. A chance for a big play early. He could not secure it.
They certainly came out firing in this one, and while that one was incomplete, I can't imagine that would be the last shot that they take in this game.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Cousins. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked up by Pat Surtain. And the Broncos are going to take possession of the football. They're trying to resurrect his confidence. Last week was a disaster. 5 interceptions in that loss, and another pick there.
I played with a quarterback like this before, and he had a tough game, and the head coach said, I'll take him, I'll fix him. The very next game, he started out the exact same way. The head coach turned to the offense coordinator and said, he's yours from now on. Someone has to take responsibility and work with him and try and get him settled.
The first play of the drive there is incomplete.
I think we can all understand what they're thinking right now. They take over the ball in field goal range after the turnover, so they've got that in their hip pocket. But they've got to go for the end zone and turn this into a bigger point. Their thinking is a touchdown is really what they should get from starting here. Getting 3 points at the end of this drive, that would feel disappointing.
It's complete. It's Okuwebunam. And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
On 3rd and 1, Wilson. He's got the man. It's Sutton. That's complete. And he will have a Broncos first down as they get 5 there on 3rd and 2. There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Wilson will throw again. This one swung out to Williams. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. He's trying to protect his quarterback's blind side. Got nabbed for the hole.
You have one job over there. Make sure that man does not get hit. So if you have to hold occasionally, do so because they don't catch all of them. This time they did.
Following the penalty, it's Williams. And a good run as he manages 7 yards down to the 17. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
Now on 2nd and 13, Wilson. And the pass is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Jerry Jeudy. A great effort there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Broncos use the early time to get on the board first here in this one. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And as we see so frequently here in Colorado, that one over the end line, so it'll come out to the 25. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. On 2nd down, a running hole. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. This defense for the Broncos, they were excellent last week in the win over the Chargers.
And every defensive team that we talk to, they spend a lot of time talking about creating turnovers. And anytime you get 2 or more in a game, you've had a really good performance. They exceeded that number in a huge way. They got the football back 4 times in the win.
On 3rd and 1, here's Cousins. Uncorks one for Davis. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Pat Surtain. And the Broncos are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line.
Well, they're certainly not giving much up to their defense, are they? Because for the 2nd time now, that D has had to run back out on the field early after an interception. And remember, on the last drive, the opposing side took it in for 6 after that interception.
They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. That's to about the 28. 2nd down coming up.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. He wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Wilson. He'll get that complete to Alvarado. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. The Broncos at 5-1 here in this early part of the season. They're in a real groove of late. Winners of 5 of their last 6.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
That was Carl Lawson in pursuit that time, and he gets the stop. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Out there, offense. We can freeze the defense. We're going to make it easy here. For a touchdown.
You can score on these guys.
Get a few yards in this fight. What?
Offensive line, let it go.
Now on 2nd and 13, Wilson. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion. The Broncos on 3rd down. They've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Got a man. It's Judy complete. And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
That was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
They'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That one good for 33 in the first. Got to give a nod of appreciation to some of those guys up front over on that left side. Several key blocks.
No appreciation for the guys from the backside that didn't allow any leakage, anybody could run him down from the backside.
They're at the kids' table.
Okay, so front side guys good, backside guys,
meh.
That's what you're supposed to do?
I've had better.
Okay, either way, worked out quite well, didn't it? A nice sizable gain.
14. Make something happen. Come on.
They stick to the ground game on first down. It's Williams. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call them run fits, everyone was in the right place.
On second down, Williams. And able to surge forward for about 5 yards down to the 10.
Not a ton of room available on that one, but he made use of what space was available and gained decent yardage.
Here comes play number 9 now as they come up on a 3rd and 3.
One more, boys. Let's go, fellas. Go, 14.
Yes, let's get it.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Finding Sutton on the out route, who makes the catch. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. It's a gain of 6 as they're able to convert, and now it's 1st and goal. Williams is going to go backwards. He'll lose yardage back to the 5. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Defensively, he's been a presence in their backfield in the first half. Had a sack earlier, and now he comes up with a big tackle for a loss.
Okay. This is
Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal.
Come on, you can do it.
Williams will try again, and he will take it in for a Bronco touchdown. His 7th rushing touchdown, 11th overall. And the Broncos go up by 2 touchdowns. McManus's point after his drive. It's now 14-0. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit. Like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey? Not the one that you're throwing it to. Or maybe you have to be stern a little bit. Whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Tough to imagine any team wanting to give a player like this up in a trade, but I know they're happy to have it.
It is amazing, isn't it? We have seen big-time guys change teams. Jimmy Graham, Brandon Marshall, and their new teams are really...
And the Broncos get there and take him down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Well, that's a big defensive stop there, and it takes away a lot of momentum from the offense. Coming off that big completion to first snap. Give big credit to the defense for bouncing back.
After the sack on first down, Cousins. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead him to 3rd down.
And he's only hit on 2 of his first 6 passes. Time for a quick quarterback regroup here with a big 3rd down coming up.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From From the gun, here's Cousins. Able to complete this one to Tyler Conklin. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And that's well executed there on third down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for the first down.
Pass the try. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. They were already down 2 scores early. They needed something to try to stem that tide, and that certainly qualifies. A big play to get them in the end zone.
It qualifies indeed because, let's face it, they don't get something done on this drive, turn it back over, this game could be 88 and out the gate early.
What? 88 and out the gate?
Yeah.
What's that?
Well, listen, I used to hear my old man talk about it. Usually meant that thing's done.
Well, now that they got the touchdown, it's not 88 and out the gate. We still got a good game going ahead of us. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass. Defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a bead on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit, a little play action, and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. On 2nd and 9, Wilson. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
That's not what I saw.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Wilson. He's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there. That brings up 4th. 4th down, Corliss Waitman now on to punt. He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one. Here's Berrios. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And the Jets will have a short field to work with as they take over 1st and 10. Game clock sitting at 2:02, so they'll get one play before the 2-minute warning. He'll air this one out deep for Davis. And the 3rd interception thrown by Cousins. And the Broncos will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They'll start following the interception in great field position at the 45. After the interception, here's Wilson. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
What a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. Worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Wilson. Right sideline, that's complete. And they have a first down and well into field goal range also at the 16 now.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it was on his receiver. Although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And he'll take this one down near the 15. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. On 2nd and 9, Wilson. It's complete to Williams out of the backfield. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. So they'll get 8 out of that completion. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. Sutton drilling it in on the left side. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. The kick by McManus is good. And they will move up by 10 now, 17 to 7. They already have the early lead, and they get the interception tries and all down 3 more with the field goal.
This game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
He was solid on the field goal, but not as solid on the kickoff there. And that'll put him at the 40-yard line to start this drive.
Are you blind? Not what I saw.
Good starting position for the Jets as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Here's Cousins. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now.
Well, this defense is going to have to finish the job. There's still a second half that they have to play. But so far, an absolute total effort. They've disrupted the passing game, stressed the pocket for the quarterback. They forced him into errant throws. Everything they're doing has been executed well.
On play action, Cousins. Gonna look deep for Wilson. It's caught at the 10. 4 seconds left, and there's the timeout. In field goal range and a chance to tack on 3 before intermission. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the right hash, and this one just a chipping. Zerline's kick is up and through. And they're back within a touchdown. It's 17 to 10. So yes, they'll still be down going into intermission, but the deficit is now made even smaller, very manageable.
Yeah, and if nothing haywire happens here in his last couple of precious seconds, they will go into the locker room with a nice bounce in their step, having gotten a little bit closer on the scoreboard.
So we're at halftime here in Denver with the Broncos leading this one. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaunt, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Jets going to get the football first, and they trail as well as we get back underway in this second half. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far to scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, you know, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
And he'll have a Jets first down as the tackle made just shy of the 40.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt. On
1st and 10, it's Hall. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
From the lineman to the guy running with it, that was a well-executed first down by the offense. With 2 shots left to get the first, you can get a little aggressive here on 2nd down if you want and try for some bigger yardage.
He finds Corey Davis, and he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yes, let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Off the play fake, Cousins. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10. Throwing, Cousins. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. Well, he's been doing this for a lot of years with the arm strength still there, and he showed it off on that one. Zerline good with a PAT, and that will level the playing field at 17 all. So all square here in this 3rd quarter as the kick's away. Phillips, he's not going to bring this one out, so they will begin the drive at the 25. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Their halftime lead now evaporated. We're back to level following that touchdown a moment ago.
And that shouldn't change the mindset a whole lot from an offensive perspective because they already knew this was going to be a hard.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, C.J. Mosley. And the Jets are going to take possession of the football. Running left, it's Hall. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Hall again on 2nd down. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Breece Hall, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Jets have scored again in this 3rd quarter. This time the move out in front. Zerline connects on the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. Phillips, he's not going to bring this one out, so they will begin the drive at the 25. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Now this offense trying to change the script here a little bit, CD. Trailing on the scoreboard, and the last time out on the very first play of the drive, they threw that interception.
And you definitely saw his coaches, teammates come over to him on the sideline, trying to help him shake it off because in this game, his team is down right now. So it's important to make sure you get some confidence back for both the quarterback and the entire offense. Otherwise, those mistakes will continue.
Toward the sideline, and he will have the first down as he was able to keep the feet in bounds. It goes as a gain of 8. It moves the chains. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now it's Wilson. They're looking for Judy, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Ashton Davis. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six and a Jet touchdown. Now Zuerlein on to add the extra point. And the lead is up to 14. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily that you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. They'll be taken down now before they work it across midfield. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Here's Wilson to throw. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Bryce Hall. And the Jets are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Hall again on 2nd down. And he'll be down close to the 1st down marker as he gets this to the Broncos 44.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
Completes it to Davis. And he appears to be about 2 feet short on 3rd and 3. Leaves him with a 4th and 1.
I thought they might take a shot down the field, but instead they ran a little drag route there. I think they were hoping he could catch it and run away from the defender. But a really good job keeping the play in front of them, and they force a 4th down.
It's Cousins on the sneak. And he is going to have a Jets 1st down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive.
But when it's 4th and inches, shouldn't you pick up the 1st down? I mean, shouldn't you go for it? I mean, if you can't get inches, right, why are you playing?
And on inches, that's your favorite play, right? Don't mess with handing it off. Just go ahead and get the surge and go right up the gut.
Exactly. Create that. Just a little bit of space should get it done. You're almost able to take the snap, just fall down and pick it up. They got it there.
And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. Cousins now. And bringing it in, it's Davis. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. A gain there of 30 big ones. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays. Well, CD a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but man, his first step is so quick too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that.
And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Bryce Hall with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Jets get another 3rd quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Zuerlein good with a PAT. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. Here comes Darius Phillips out of the end zone. And deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. 3 quarters in the books. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
And that is incomplete.
That incompletion brings us one step closer to the end of this one. Maybe mercifully, partner. And let's face it, though, no surprise, they're still flinging it around. They have pride, too.
The punt team on now is from their end zone. They get it away. And he'll take it on this side of midfield. 40 yards on the punt, 2 on the return. And the Jets will take over. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Well, the win for them at this point seems pretty assured. I mean, still a decent amount of time left here in the fourth quarter, Charles, but you got the football, you're up 3 scores. They have to be feeling really good about where they're at.
I love your observation skills, partner, because I think you saw them charge onto the field fired up about another chance to get into the end zone. Looks to me like this group is ready to crush any hope left on the opposing sideline, and they want to do it with some gusto, too.
And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38. 80 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. They'll go again with Hall. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
On 2nd and 9, Cousins. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line.
No let up in this passing game. They've been a well-oiled machine throughout. And I actually saw a few guys on the sidelines at the end of the third quarter doing the old hold up 4 fingers college sign, meaning the fourth quarter is ours. And they certainly weren't kidding.
Cousins going to bat it forward here on the jet sweep. And he is going to lose yardage here. Well, I think the hope is, with a touch pass like that maybe you catch the defense off guard, but they were all over that one.
And it is the kind of play that works better against certain defenses, and this clearly was the wrong one to run into. Really nice job getting him down behind the line of scrimmage.
2nd and goal from the 6 this time. Cousins looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Davis. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play. And now what we have here, a 3rd and goal. Again, it's Cousins. And they're going to get to him, a sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. Randy Gregory in there to drop him for a loss on the play. Zerline's kick is up and through. Well, I don't know if they would have gone for it on 4th and goal anyway, but the sack on 3rd down pretty much made their mind up for them.
You're exactly right about that, and this is a tough place on the field to take a sack because, as you just noted, It took the decision-making away from them. Now they have to go for a field goal instead of potentially going for it.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
9 yards, and that leaves them just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard.
As long as you go through your proper reads and progressions, the drag route can be one of those old reliable plays because usually it's good for a good chunk of yardage, as we just saw there.
And those guys like it, right? They can get the ball with a full head of steam.
Especially against man coverage, because man coverage, they're typically running away from someone and not worried about traffic coming out on the other end.
Pass complete to Judy on the out route. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. That one goes for 8 yards. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. Play action. It's Wilson. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack.
19. Look that. Good.
Now a man who's been busy this, and he lost the football, and it's scooped up by the Jets. And he's got room. And that should just about do it. They return it to the end zone, sealing it with a defensive touchdown. Zerline connects on the extra point, and this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Well, CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is in the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps to focus on when you get back to practice in the next couple of days.
Now a throw downfield is taken in by his running back. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They'll throw on 1st down with Wilson. Finding Williams once more, complete. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's 2nd down.
It appears they found something that's working, and they keep going back to it. I guess you can actually say he has the hot hands now, doesn't he?
Yeah, well, it's one thing to hit your guy out of the backfield once, hit him a couple times. Yeah, you're right. Maybe they're onto something.
And I think a lot of that is simply if you get it to him in space, more times than not, he's going to get more yardage than you expect out of each play. This is certainly a team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air, and defensively, they were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
Wilson. That one caught along the sideline. Did he stay in? Yes, he did. But hang on here. A penalty marker is on the field. That hold coming from the left side of the line.
Hands got caught in the cookie jar on that one, and the flag came out. Penalty against him.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's got a man, complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way. And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their head.